What is up, everybody? Welcome to Nikki's channel once again. However, clearly I'm not Nikki. I look nothing like that beautiful girl. But I am not Nikki, and so you might be wondering what in the world is going on. Why is this guy here? I'm here for Nikki. What is he doing here? Just kidding. Hopefully you guys will like me. But today we are going through a very... Can you guys not? This is the intro. Well, hopefully my cats stop to fighting real quick sometime soon. Hopefully, but the reason why we got to this, or we are doing this video today, is that me, Jacob Garland, is going to be showing you his foster animals. Yes, believe it or not, I have more than just these wild hooligan kitties that like to fight each other, but I also have puppers downstairs. And for you, obviously, you guys don't know me yet, but I am actually an animal fosterer. I have fostered many different types of animals in my life, but mostly the most I have had in my life is, of course, puppers, dogs. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you all what the life is of a foster dad, or if you're a foster mama out there, or future foster mama, future foster daddy. I shouldn't probably said daddy. Oh, God. This isn't already starting off good. But if you are becoming a future foster, this is what it might look like for you, because this is what I have been doing now. I mean, with different types of pups throughout the years, but 12? No, that's too long. 9 years? 9 years? 9 years as a dog, cat, / whatever foster. So I like to think I know what I'm doing, but I guess you guys will see for yourselves. But before we get into the rest of the video, I just want to make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe. Do it for this beautiful woman. Do this for this beautiful girl. She deserves it. I hope you guys have noticed me being in more of her videos, and I hope she allows me and continues to babysit me as I get to be in more of her videos. But yes, let's go right into the video. What is up, everybody? Nice to see you all again. Today's the day. It is the morning. It is the morning of what it looks like to be a foster parent. So yeah, as you can see, my kitties. I got my kitties over here. Can you see the other one? Yeah, you can, kinda. And the first thing to do, always in the morning when I wake up, especially because, well, these kitties live in my room, I go over here and I just make sure that their food bowls and whatnot are good. Now, I definitely make sure their water is good. And one thing I want to teach you all is that I think could be important is that just because the water bowl is full doesn't mean it's a good thing. Because yes, there's water in there, and you might think, oh, well, they have plenty of water. Well, you want to change out that water most of the time, because at some point, just like any water that's left out, it's going to taste bad. It's going to not taste as cold anymore, and puppers, kitties are not going to want to drink it. So you want to make sure you guys are changing that out for them, because they just won't drink it and stays there, and you think they're drinking it, but really they're not. So even though technically this is full, I am going to be dumping it out and putting fresh water in. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got the water bowl right here. I'm just going to dump it right in there. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. This is a challenge on its own. But yes, make sure water bowls are always full, or like you always change it out. Just like the same thing if you had like even the same thing like if you had a filter for like your refrigerator or something like that. Like at some point the water is going to taste bad, and you're not even going to want to drink your own water. So make sure that you're changing out your puppers and kitties' waters. And speaking of the puppers, hi everybody. This is the first time you're seeing them, or at least some of them. That's LJ. You'll get to know him more. That's Ellie. That's Precious. She's drinking out of that water bowl I'm about to change, but I guess it's a good thing she's drinking it. And there's Graylee. All of these dogs, all these puppers at one point were foster pups. Or given to us or surrendered to us. And I've had these two for probably 2 years now. I've had her after she delivered puppies. I think 2 years ago as well. Around the same time, I got the Chihuahuas. And then there's LJ, which I have had almost my entire life. He's the elder of the house. And as you could tell, they are ready for some feeding time. They are ready for some morning brunch. So I'm going to make sure they get that sooner rather than later. But first, as I dump a little bit of water on my carpet, oopsies, we put the water in the water bowl, and the kitties can stare at the birdies that they want to chop their necks off. All right. And now we transition into the downstairs. And you think, wow, Jacob, you have a lot of small dogs. Meet Mr. Sam. Meet my lazy, slow, but gentle giant, Mr. Sam. We ready to go outside, Mr. Sam? Let's go outside. So, what I always do before I feed them and wake up in the morning is to always let them go outside. Let them tinkle and take their poopsies outside before they eat, just like what Ellie's doing. Good job, Ellie. You're doing good. Damn, Ellie's not shy from the camera. She is showing what it means to be a proud pupper. Oh. I'm not too scared. I don't think Nikki would be upset if I showed pupper Oh, look at him. Oh, see, this is why. This is why, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. I think Precious and LJ just scared a bird away. But this is why you let your dogs out before you feed them, and especially when you wake up in the morning, because as you can tell, they were ready to use the bathroom. I don't know if Nikki would be proud of me if I showed them taking all poops, but I think pee is totally alright on the channel. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm going to step outside real quick. Good boy, Mr. Sam. Good boy. Where's the rest of you? And also, you're not allowed to have grass as a pupper foster, so we have turf. And they've almost completely destroyed the turf. I have to clean this once a week, and I will not be lifting up my camera as they are using the bathroom right now. They're taking number 2s. So I won't be showing that off. That wouldn't be too exciting. Was that a good poopsie, Ellie? Was that a good poopsie? Okay, Ellie's always usually the one that gets done early. There she goes. She just wants her food. Tubby want her food. I know, Mama, I'm coming. And the other puppers will probably stay out there for a little bit longer. But Ellie's not much of an outdoor pupper, aren't you? Yeah, that's okay, though. That's okay. Alright, so they have been outside now for a little bit, so I might have to entice them sometimes when I have to deal with treats. Give me your puppers. Come on, Chihuahuas. Hi, Chihuahua. LJ, come here. LJ, come on. Come here. LJ's gonna take a while. However, if anybody knows how a Great Pyrenees works, if there's a door and it leads to outside, normally they don't ever re-enter the door unless they really feel like they want to. And no matter what you tell them to come inside and why they should, they don't sometimes want to listen. They are stubborn Pyrenees, so I'm probably going to have to walk out there and get him to come inside, because if anybody knows the pain of having a Pyrenees, you know what pain I'm feeling right now. I love the man, but I mean, we've had Pyrenees for so long, so I'm used to this. Come here, Sam. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Get out. You know, sometimes I have to walk out here to get him up. Come on. Come on, Sam. Come here. Let's go. Great Pyrenees might be stubborn, but sometimes you have to show who's really in charge. We go over here. we open the door for Mr. Sam, only for him to be like, nope, I'm not going in. So you kind of have to herd him like a sheepdog inside the house. Hi! Lots to be nice to each other. Especially during video time. What the heck, man? Okay, well, and now it's the time they have been waiting for, and that is feeding and water time. I am going to actually fill their water bowls real quick, or at least Mr. Sam's in the upstairs bathrooms water bowl as well. So I will return to you all once I get these water bowls filled, because I don't know if you all really want to watch that. So after filling the water bowls, we are now finally getting to one of the most important parts of being an animal foster, pupper foster, kitty foster, whatever you might be. This is the most important regardless of what you are taking care of, and that is food and food measurement. So we actually have measurement cups for all of our puppers' food, and we get donations of food and potty pads and whatnot to take care of the pups from our animal rescue that we are part of. So, but we got these measuring cups here to measure out how much food a certain pupper gets. So obviously Mr. Sam is definitely the biggest pup of the group, so he will need a lot more food. I do about a full cup and a half for Mr. Sam. And then we go over here, and here's the part that's interesting, is that the Chihuahuas here, they've had to have their, as we rescued them and fostered them into our house, their teeth were pulled right as soon as we got them, because when we got them, their teeth were bad. We took them to the vet. Always get your pups their teeth checked regularly, because, you know, obviously puppers don't brush their teeth, or at least, I mean, there's people out there in the world that brush their dogs and puppers' teeth, but not everybody does that. So what I have to do right here as you go, sorry, I can't do this with one hand, is that I have to water their food with water a little bit. Sorry, you're gonna have to see my nasty sink, but yeah, so I have to water their food because, like I said, their teeth were pulled right as soon as we got them from the rescue that they were staying at. So we just have to make sure that they can actually eat their food and it's soft enough for the lack of teeth that they don't have. So I just like to get a little bit wet there. Alright. Okay, and now we go over here. Ellie, if you haven't seen anything like this before, it is actually a certain bowl for certain puppers who like to eat a lot. Or not eat a lot, but eat super fast. So the reason why it looks like a jigsaw puzzle is that that stops her from just gulping and eating all her food at once, which is a bad thing. It's unhealthy, not good for your system to eat that much at that once, especially for her small body. So we just make sure we have that bowl for her, so she's not gulping it all down and it can hurt her. And I do about half of this, a little bit less than half of this cup right here for LJ. Alright. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get to the most interesting and fun part of this all. And alright, on to the interesting part of this, which is makes the puppers a little bit needy and a little bit special, is that you're going to be wondering, why are you, Jacob, pulling out green beans? Are you eating green beans for breakfast this morning? Actually, I'm not. These are actually for puppers. And more specifically, Ellie. Because, well, she is on weight loss. So, I have to, in order for her diet to work, we have to add green beans because we are taking out food from her bowl, technically, and to substitute the food that she's losing, we have to put green beans in it. And also, Sam and Precious have arthritis problems, so we have prescribed medicine from the vets to give them pills for their arthritis. Just like if you were, like, obviously if you have arthritis issues, same things for puppers. It's pretty much just the same thing, same pills, or not the same pills technically, but you know what I mean. Puppers take pills as much as humans do. So yeah, and I gotta make sure that one is in Precious's food bowl. So that is the medicine, the pills that go in there. I've actually decided to skip ahead a little bit. Sorry for the awkward cut, but it's kind of, I don't want the guys to show you all my counter as I'm trying to give them their special stuff, their wet pupper food, which I just put in. Obviously, little pieces for the little dogs, because obviously they're not going to eat big pieces, and bigger pieces for this guy. So yeah, as I am now putting all this stuff away, also don't waste wet dog food. You can just put a plastic bag over it and refrigerate it. So that's what we always do. And yeah, so now here we go. We are now feeding the pups. Look how excited they are. Yay, it's happening. Oh my god, it is. And then we go over here. That is Mr. Sam's area right there. There is a method to this because of Ellie and her love for food and obviously her weight loss. We try to limit the amount of bowls that are available to her so that she doesn't go over and start eating everybody else's bowls. Naughty pupper. You're on weight loss. But yes, so there we go. There's their food. Mrs. Ellie is the most excited pup in the world over food. There you go, Miss Ellie. And there you go, Miss Ellie. Don't let me think that I forgot you. Okay. And there we go. There you have it. So there is a lot of food measurements, and also, you know, when you think that you're gonna go on animal fostering, and you're thinking about feeding your pups, and you're like, oh, it's easy, just fill up their bowls. No. So many problems with that. Every dog's different. You don't just fill every bowl to the brim for your dog or for any of your dogs, cats, whatever it might be. Don't do that. Every dog's different. Every dog has a certain level of intake of how much food they can receive, and also clearly some dogs are even more special and different when it comes to things like Ellie with green beans and her weight loss, to arthritis pills from Mr. Sam and Precious. Why do you always take your food and eat it on the potty pad? Special Precious. But yeah, so pretty much the next step after feeding the puppers is waiting until they eat, and then I'm gonna take them outside later, and then we'll go on a little walk. We'll get them to exercise a little bit, and I'll take you all with me when that happens. But until then, we're gonna get to an awkward jump cut because I don't want to just show you guys them eating. So next time I'll see you all is when the puppers are outside. What is going up, everybody? It is now officially nighttime. So now we're gonna be doing all the nighttime activities that me, Jacob, would do for all the for the foster animals. So let's go through the nighttime routine, or later in the day routine, I guess you can say. Right, so we're now at the nighttime feeding process here. I won't show you too much because it hasn't changed that much at all, except for the fact that as preparing the food, I'm starting to turn brain dead with the fact that it's getting later at night, and I accidentally gave Sam Ellie's green beans. So, yeah, that's actually not part of the actual routine. That's just me being dumb. So, yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much same routine as the morning. However, just no arthritis pills for Mr. Sam and Precious. So, yeah, I'll just go and feed them now, and then we'll get to the other thing that I have to do as a foster dad. And now one process that we didn't really get to talk to the first time, because it's not something I usually do in the mornings too much, is the potty pads. Especially after puppers eat, especially these two. These two don't really like going outside too much because they're needy, and Chihuahuas are needy as much as Sam's needy, but in their own special needy ways. So potty pads are custom in our household, and especially if you're having like foster puppies or pups or dogs that are not trained, have some potty pads with you. But yeah, just change the potty pads. Obviously, I'm not going to show you how dirty the potty pads were, because obviously I don't know if I want to show you dog poopies on the channel. But yeah, so I'll be replacing these potty pads, putting them in the places that they were. Pups will be eating and kind of just chilling out. Then we'll take them outside, and then we should be going on a walk as long as the sun is still out, but we'll see. Alright, so as they have just eaten, you let them go out back. So right after eating, always good, or not maybe right after eating, but after a little bit before after eating, it's always good to let them go outside. However, like I said, my Chihuahuas, they're needy. They're probably not going to come outside right now, and that's okay, because that's why I had the potty pads down. LJ's taking a pee over there, Ellie's taking a pee, and Sam's just gazing. So yeah, that is pretty, like, after this, it's pretty much whatever. I could take them on a walk, we'll see. It's getting kind of dark, but not really. Mr. Sam, oh. Yep, that is how he pees. I guess we'll see if we'll go on a walk. We'll find out. But for now, I'm going to let them do their thing out here for a little bit. Yeah. Go puppers. Enjoying your outside, Mr. Sam? You happy, Mr. Sam? Are you happy, Mr. Sam? You guys just booped his nose. Am I gonna leave you out here, Mr. Sam? Yeah, I am. I look at his face. He's like, you can leave me alone? I am staying out here. Alright, Mr. Sam. Well, that's pretty much the gist of the puppers. However, we would and probably should try to take them on a walk, but it's getting kind of too late. So I don't know if we'll get to walk. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, you guys just saw poops. That's gonna have to be edited now. Thanks, Grayley. I'm gonna have to edit that. Wow, Grayley, not cool. What are you doing, LJ? Yeah, I guess that's pretty much the puppers. So let's move on to kitties. Now here comes the fun part of kitties. I don't actually have to show you guys anything because, well, kitties kind of take care of themselves for the most part. However, you do want to make sure that you're cleaning the cat box regularly, especially if you're me. And just, I give them food in the morning and they just eat it throughout the day. I'm sure all cats are different, but that's pretty much what I do, and they were consistent and honest. And obviously, I still have water in there. Oh, that's a big sneeze, Mrs. Milk. So yeah, cats are pretty sufficient, so I'm not too worried about them. But yeah, I would just say make sure to clean out the cat box as much as you can, at least. What is up, everybody? That will be the wrap up of Foster Pup video. I hope you all enjoyed and got some little bit of education in there of how to take care of foster pups and a little bit of foster kitties. My situation with foster kitties is a lot different, but definitely foster pups and just what it might mean for you to foster pups and what it really entails. Because don't get me wrong, foster pups, they're cute, but you gotta realize with cuteness and their love and just having fur babies that there is going to be messes. There are things you're going to have to do. There's plenty of pain and suffering and tears that you have to put into taking care of pups, and not just only pups, but foster pups, because all of them are, come from different places, have different uniqueness about them. I don't know if uniqueness is a word, but we're gonna go with it. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for all your support on Nikki's channel, and thank you for all your all support for me as I start getting on her channel now, since she's allowed me now. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki. I love you. Okay. Talk to you all later. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the flip side.